morning. So I'm out on the Propel today. It has been forecast to be fairly decent today, so I thought I'd come out on this just to kind of shake it up a little bit, mix it up. I'm actually heading out, I'm planning on heading out on a 40 miler. I think it's about 42 miles this route. Goes out to Sawtry. So I'm gonna head, I'm on the twisty road at the moment. I'm gonna head down through Wennington and then cut down over the A1 up to Sawtry, and then from there head up towards Norman Cross at the bottom end of Peterborough, and then from there head out kind of along the bottom part of Peterborough, and then down through Yaxley down to Holme, and then through from there to Ramsey, and then back from Ramsey. So should be a good route actually. I don't think, well, I've certainly never done it in this direction. I have been on a kind of combination of those roads. I've certainly ridden a lot through Holme and kind of Yaxley way. I've had a couple of rides that have taken me out up near Norman Cross. So yeah, it should be a good one. I'll probably be out a few hours because it's I say it is about 42 miles, and I'm still not as fit as I should be, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be good once I kind of get off this bumpy old road. So I will put you back on the bike. I'll speak to you again at some point, I don't know where, but I will catch up with you in a bit. So I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. Come down, just on the way down from Yaxley. Church is behind me there, and I'm now heading down towards Holme, to where the level crossing is, which no doubt I'll probably end up stopping at, because regardless of whether I'm on a bike or in the car, I always end up stopping there. So the discs are squealing a bit because they're a bit wet, but it's kind of held off. It was spitting back there on that road coming out of Sawtry and kind of heading up round the back of Glatton. It started spitting, and I was actually riding into a headwind. It's not too windy today, certainly compared to how it has been, but it's more blustery, but the wind's coming from the west. and I did specifically plan this route to kind of head out into the wind, so that the kind of second half, which I'm on now, is going to be either a tailwind or a kind of side wind, because that was certainly going up some of them little drags out of Sawtry when I was going directly into the headwind. That was getting a bit tough, but it was lovely to have I mean, these roads are brilliant when you've got a tailwind, because you can really put your head down and just crack on into it, because the road surfaces are pretty good actually. I mean, there's some sort of gnarly sections, but in general they're really good road surfaces like this one. I mean, this is smooth as a cashmere codpiece. It's lovely, and with the wind's sort of coming from over that way, so it's cutting across at the moment, but it's at least it's not a headwind. So yeah, so I'm well over halfway now. I had some issues with the Garmin initially because it wasn't picking the route up for some reason. I think it was probably me rather than the Garmin, but it's all good now. So although it's recording 20 miles, I've probably done about 25. Oh yeah. So I don't envy him going into a headwind along here. Blimey. That's I don't know if you can see over there. As I say on pretty much all of these rides, it's as flat as anything out here. You get a slight breeze going against you and it's like a tornado. It's nasty, but fortunately we won't have any of that to contend with from now till we get home. So yeah, so I'm heading down to Holme, and then from there I'll head through to Ramsey and then head out to Peterborough Road and then down back to Warboys. So I will speak to you again probably when we get onto Peterborough Road. So I will see you in a bit. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, blimey. This is so windy along here. I won't be talking too much because it's actually a bit dodgy, but the wind's coming from that way. Obviously we're going that way, but I'm kind of leaning into it at the moment. I had a feeling it was going to be like this down here, but we've only got a few more miles to go. I think it's probably about another 4 miles until we're home, but God blimey, this is tough. So rather than try and ride down here one-handed, I'll stick you back on the bike and I'll speak to you when I'm home. I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. I'm on, just going up Puddock Hill now. That back there was bloody savage. I thought, I was kind of hoping I was going to have a slight tailwind, but it's actually coming from over that way, so it was a crosswind. And in some parts, some places, I was actually struggling to hold the bike up. And I'm sure it's going to hit me when I get to the top of the hill, because at the moment I've got all these bushes to kind of protect me at the moment. But oh blimey, so it's been a good ride. I am feeling it now, because this is the longest ride I've done for some time. As I say, it's probably going to be about 42 miles, but God blimey, I have really enjoyed it, apart from the headwind and the side wind. But as I've said on recent videos, you know, this time of year I've just got to get out and just try and make the most of it. I mean, it is actually a really nice day. It's not too cold. It's just it's kind of quite fierce westerly wind, or slight breeze, as I'm sure the BBC would say. So yeah, I'm just coming back into Warboys now, so I will see you when I get home. I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. So I've just got back. I'm just about to put the bike away and grab a coffee. That, I did enjoy that, but that was really tough. Certainly coming down Puddock Road up there with the wind and the going out sort of out Glatton way into the headwind. But it's still another 42 miles in the bag. So thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe and add a comment, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers. See you in a bit. See you in a bit.